Do 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 do. Da 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 do do do. Ga da 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 do. Da 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 do. Da 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 do. Da 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 do. Welcome to the Phoenix Wright trilogy. Well, I guess I'm specifically doing Justice for All. This was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Innie? Oh, Innie must be a name.
I finally get to see you again, but, it's not your fault. You didn't do it.
Oh, it's not your fault. You didn't do it.
No, I did it. I killed that person.
But that wasn't you.
It doesn't matter. Might as well have been me.
Okay, so I didn't even get a chance to breathe before I started. I thought I'd have a moment. But basically, I'm going to reduce this because I don't know if that's coming through. Basically, hello everyone, welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All Part 2. I am eating a donut because I haven't had breakfast this morning yet. I can't believe something like this happened. The event of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. June 16th, 3:34 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices.
What depressing rain. You understand how depressed that makes me? Do you?
I guess. Who is this guy and why is he in my office?
But actually, I'm more than being depressed. I'm angry. Angry at the weather girl on TV. I think your little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. Is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it.
In a game where almost every case is a murder, sounds like this guy might be a victim of something. You know what I mean, Chet? You know what I mean? Probably not. Well, it's the weather. But that's why
I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve, calling herself a weather girl? She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit.
First off, as far as I'm aware, the person who announces the weather isn't the same person who does the science behind it. I think the person who does the science behind it is usually someone else who explains it to the person who does the news. I think. If that is the case, then this guy is mad at a face rather than mad at the actual scientist. If I'm wrong, then tell me I'm wrong. But I'm just taking a guess here. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl?
I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter.
That's not freaking friendly chatter!
My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon.
Remind me to never end up under his knife. Considering he gets angry at... He's like Doctor Strange. If Doctor Strange, sued people over getting his stuff dirty.
I'm here today because of this incident.
Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at...
It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting!
Yes, I heard you. I agree. It's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray.
The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients.
I am going to... Why is my webcam... Hang on, it's down here again. In any case, I would like to point out, if a nurse mixes up medication and kills 14 people because of it, I'm assuming that a lot of them take the same medication in this situation, but even still, she's a bad nurse or she did it intentionally. One of the two. I'm not saying this was murder, but how the heck do you kill 14 patients?
And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her own wrongdoing.
Okay, yeah, definitely murder now. I'm definitely leaning closer to murder.
She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash! Crunch! Instantly transforming her car into an accordion model!
To be perfectly honest, I think that is the best simile for the, or metaphor for this. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused the crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, people in the game basically think he caused the accident in order to, basically blame the dead guy on 14 people dying.
Why would I? Now I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse?
I'm gonna assume you didn't want to, but you shouldn't ask questions you don't want answered. She killed 14 people under your hospital.
She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me!
Again, she killed 14 people. There's a clear motive for why you would want to kill her. Because if she did kill those 14 patients and you did not want to ruin your hospital's name, killing her off could definitely help. That's a clear motive. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now?
That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays.
Hang on 1 second. Just because an incident happened at your clinic that killed 14 people doesn't mean that's the reason people aren't showing up to your clinic. It could be that people just aren't getting sick as frequently. Okay, no, it's most likely because people don't trust your clinic because 14 people died.
Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic.
Don't say it were me. I don't think I'd want to go either. Again, yeah. Although, it most likely is because 14 people died in effectively, I'm assuming, one day. And the person responsible mysteriously died. But never mind. Basically, the way it's worded seems fishy to me, but that's just personal fishiness. I don't think there's actually anything wrong with the statement. So, what would you like me to do about it?
I want you to help me prove I'm innocent.
There's a very specific word you could say that would definitely make me more inclined to help you. Begins with a P. I don't know what the last word is, what the last letter is, but it makes an is sound at the end. I think there's an L somewhere in there as well. I think it's like please, you could say that. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right?
No, this is something only you can do.
Huh?
Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct?
I do. Why is your voice starting to become more like Detective Gumshoe voice? I don't know. Ah! Maya! Why would he know her name?
I heard you were working under her for a while.
Other way around. Other way around. Unless you were thinking of Mia. Well, yes, I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her?
Yes, am I wrong?
She told me I'm not quite sure if. Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training.
Ah, yes, I heard. Must be lonely for you.
What? Wait, I'm not...
She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training.
Huh?
I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sort of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey.
Is Maya really that famous?
And I've already set up an appointment.
For what?
What else? A channeling!
Buddy, I hate to break it to you, but you're not gonna get the results you want. Last I remember, Maya could barely do any of this. Could barely do her training. Could barely be a medium.
I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed.
Oh. Maya, I wonder what she's up to right now.
We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because of the power to communicate with spirit. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
That's what you told me. I guess she learned to accept her responsibilities to become an adult. I just made her voice a witch voice. I want to try that again.
Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request.
A condition?
The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you.
Me.
And that is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you?
And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with a doctor. June 19th, 1:25 p.m. Ukraine, Crane. I'm just gonna pronounce it as it looks, Qrain Village. So this is Qrain Village, Maya's hometown. This is the girl that I didn't know who she was in the last video when I saw the opening of Chapter 2. Or the title, the poster for Chapter 2. Well, hello there!
Me.
What an odd little girl. She wears the exact same clothing that Maya wears. She must be either Maya's daughter or Maya's little sister. Guessing by her age, she's definitely not Maya's daughter, so she's probably Maya's little sister. I'm not really certain, but what an odd little girl, right? I really don't know.
Hey, wait up, Pearly!
Someone else is coming this way.
Nick!
Ah, Maya, you have grown. Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, amazing what 1 year can do on someone's stuff. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away.
Well, maybe I exaggerated just a little.
It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know? I really hope Pearly isn't the one who committed a crime. But why is she the face of this chapter?
Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself.
Well, I guess legally you are an adult right now, but... Do you mean, like, matured into an adult? Or legally an adult? What? Legally an adult. Oh, well... Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you.
Hey, it's my client.
Client, huh? You're really serious about your work, aren't you?
I thought I'd say it once, just to try it out. Like how you always say, my client.
the girl earlier. Let's ask about her last. Looks like you've finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon.
But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Behold, the power of my intelligence network! Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? Well, she's not that far off.
And to pin the blame on the nurse,
He killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Well, that doesn't line up with his story, but yeah, just about. Huh? So what is this My Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids! Oh. Okay. I don't know how my cat got in or why it was in here, but okay. That's what I thought.
I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray.
Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. Maybe you would, and you wouldn't know they're a crazed killer.
That's too scary, even for me.
Yeah, I guess so. Kirain Village. So, this is your hometown, huh, Maya?
Yep.
Kirain Village. But I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium.
Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think.
That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong.
Actually, only the women of our village are mediums.
You know, now I'm curious why that is. Why is it that none of the men are able to be mediums? And I'm not saying this in like a, they should let men be mediums. I'm like, because in order to be a medium, you need to have a strong connection to being able to communicate with the dead. That means that all the men in this village, or at the very least, it's being stated that all the men in this village don't have that connection. There are multiple theories that I immediately have. First one being that the men probably spend a lot of their time in an office building with a lot of people, so they don't have the chance to make a connection. That's why Mia didn't have a connection to the dead. It could also be that the men are all outsiders, so their families, the men's families, were never actually capable of, were never that strong, though that one's less believable. But anyway, let's continue the story. So, what do the men do?
They usually work someplace outside the village.
That explains it! That girl earlier. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her?
Oh, you mean Pearly?
Pearly?
Pearl Faye. She's my cousin.
Ah! So both of my guesses about her relationship to you were wrong.
Isn't she adorable?
Just like yours truly. To be kind of honest, her cold stare creeps me out. Cousin? Wait. Then that means she's also a...
Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling.
I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier.
Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away.
Well, now it makes sense why she walked away. A spiky-haired man in a suit is definitely very suspicious looking. I'm not gonna lie. You take a look at what, I don't think it shows in here, but if you take a look at what Phoenix Wright looks like, he's actually suspicious looking. Suspicious looking?
Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters.
Training clothes? Of course not.
Curly's my auntie's most valued treasure. She's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Curane Village.
Aunt.
Curly's mother is my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start.
Huh. Oh, yeah.
I'm doing my channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers.
Why do you like burgers so much? Alright, good luck, Maya.
Thanks!
Well, she's still the same perky Maya. Let's examine. Rustic, thatch-roofed houses where the other villagers live. They're nowhere near as large or as nice as the manor in front of me. It's kind of odd that I don't see any other villagers walking around, though. Probably because I'm here and I'm a suspicious individual who wears a suit, a tie, has an attorney's badge, has my hair spiked back, kind of like a phoenix, and I glare at people with such confidence until they have an excuse for their testimony, in which case I start sweating bullets. A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. Its origins are written on a beat-up old sign. It looks like this giant rock is called the Curane Boulder. There's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in, or something like that. An old bus stop. It says Curane Village on the signpost. The buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. This must be Maya's house. The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is Fay Manor, the place Maya calls home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. Is there anything else to view? Oh. It's an old-style phone booth. I can't say it fits in with the rest of with this area too well. The cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows, I may need it later. So, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. This village looks really nice. If it wasn't for the fact I'm used to a modern lifestyle, I wouldn't mind living in there. But I'm so used to a modernized lifestyle that I would have a lot of problems trying to live in a place like this. Mainly, he mentioned earlier, reception. Yeah, my phone's kind of my life. So, there's that. Meditation room. June 19th, Bay Manor. Meditation room.
Ah, Mr. Wright. I'm so glad you showed.
I should give him an accent. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy?
No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. No rain, cats, and dogs today. She said that with a straight face. I can't believe they allowed such misguided reports on the public airways.
Looks like talking about the weather with this guy's just asking for punishment.
But anyway, this is a splendid manor.
I wouldn't really say it's splendid. I would say that it gives you high spirits. Right there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though.
I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you too.
Guide map added to the court record. Something tells me this is gonna be used in a murder trial. What do you have to say about this person, Dr. Gray? This person? Judging by their face. What is it? They have a weak stomach. Are you talking about her weight? Really? What if I present him to himself? What do you have to say about this person, Dr. Gray? This person, judging by their face. What is it? That's yourself! You're going and say you have a weak stomach? Really? Okay. What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a sign to Now that I'm thinking about this out loud, I realize that is a stupid sounding idea. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. Hey, 1 second. I want to ask you something. How do you know she fell asleep at the wheel? Dr. Gray, I think I'm gonna have to go with a guilty verdict on you simply because you know too much. I'm sorry, and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. The confession. The rain falling on my soul can finally stop. I think the rain on your soul is the fact that you killed a woman that was innocent. Oh, I see. So, how did you hear about my affair? Okay, now I'm audible. Gonna move that up so it doesn't pick up as much of the sound. Meh. I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at college. What? That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Curain School of Channeling. Let me guess, you met Mia Fey. The home, huh? Miss Maya Fey is a daughter of the Master, I hear. Master? Anyway, you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? Where did I put it? Oh. What's Winding Way? June 19th, Fay Manor, Winding Way. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks a little out of place in a garden like this. That pot is cracked. It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. Looks like something with a long history. Even that, it's not very interesting. So time to move on. It looks like there's a room over there too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from it. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. A splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in. Although, the incinerator piques my curiosity. I just looked at it. Side room. June 19th, Fay Manor, side room. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's a bedding spread on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. There's a bedding spread out on the floor. Is that someone sleeping in one over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her disturb her sleep. It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. It's probably a shrine for meditation. Never mind, I was in the meditation room. This is probably I don't know what it is. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as a storage space. And here, it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. Again, it looks like a shrine. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Crane Village. The heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir. Does this mean it's easy to spot bears here? And for them to spot you? Glup. This is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here, I can see the winding way in a little garden in the courtyard. Someone with a lot of skill wrote these 4 Chinese characters with a brush. Oh look, here's a translation. Once in a lifetime. This message is people should value their ghostly meetings as once in a lifetime chances. The door that leads to the channeling chamber, the place where spirits and people meet. The iron in this door was tempered, making it very solid. Looks like there's a strong lock on this door to top it off. Piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. This one in English. It says 100 ways to say. Being a medium sounds like a rough way to live. This door leads out to the winding way. The weather outside looks really nice. Why did I do that? I could have just done that one. June 19th, Fay Manor, Channeling Chamber. Wow, such a strange atmosphere in here. Oh, what? Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. You scared the shit out of me. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are our lawyer, are you not? Good sir. I've heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. I'd wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When I become the poster boy for how to not make a first impression. The past is in the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. Let's start by examining the room. The folding screen is really showing. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. Kuran village. Is that how it's pronounced? Kuran? I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. Kuran village. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy or flecky surface. Some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. Good sir, I wonder if you would please not touch the sacred objects. Those objects are being offered to the spirits. If you were to touch them, good sir, they would become cursed. Yes, cursed. You really have to talk down to me. I'm not that much of an idiot. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels on this flooring. The straw on the floor feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. Alright. Oh, wait, there's a slide button! The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. There's a giant iron lock where the handle is. It feels like a curtain that separates the normal world from the spirit one. Alright, that seems to be about it. So why do you add mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir! Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya! So, about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. It is the blood. Excuse me. Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Kuran channeling technique. Okay. Now where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I'm merely a member of the Branch family. Wouldn't a member of the Branch family still wouldn't a member of a branch family still be able to have the full blood? This ain't Naruto rules, I don't think. Maybe it is, but maybe this is actually how clans worked back then. I don't know. Maybe that's how clans worked in general. I don't know. I've never been part of a clan. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. We're a member of the branch family. No matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Kurian school. Kurian school? So, how strong are you? It is a shame. However, I will admit, I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the master's. So that's how it is. So today's channeling will be her first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong, it is usually easier to call that person to our world. Why is it usually very strong? Traffic accident? Indeed. The channeling will take place here, in this channeling chamber. Good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. So, this room is the channeling chamber? This place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session. Do not even think of such nonsense. The medium and the client may enter here. Oh. The secret to the Kuran techniques may not be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir. If something were to go wrong, that is why, while channeling is being performed, the heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Yes! Oh, yes! I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She's an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that odd... She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. She ran away from me the instant she saw me because she thought I was a suspicious-looking individual because I clearly was, because I wasn't from your village and she didn't know me. You taught your daughter very well. To be quite honest, I'm not even lying about that. You taught your daughter well. She should have ran because I was a random stranger. She didn't know me. She had no reason to talk to me. A pure heart that knows not of the evils of this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. I think I can do that. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Good sir! I would like to begin the channeling at 3 o'clock. If you don't mind, good sir, would you mind allowing me to make preparations? Sure, go ahead. He's a fail, right? Just as odd as the rest. Now head back to the meditation room. Okay, well, I'm now at a loss. Okay. When did you take a hidden picture of Mystic Maya? What? Wait, it's not like that at all. It is unforgivable! Ow, ow, ow! Why did she slap me? this person. Oh, it is that man, is it not? A man who wishes to borrow the departed spirit's power to hide the lack of his own. What an insignificant man! I agree with you there, he is extremely insignificant. Insignificant? That would mean you are that man's insignificant little friend, dear sir. I guess that makes Maya my insignificant little assistant, huh? Good sir! Ugh. Would like to begin the channeling at 3 o'clock. Okay. That's Miss Maya's aunt. Earlier, she made me eat some sort of traditional dessert the size of a tea saucer. Wonder if Miss Morgan ever performs channelings herself. She's still young, but one day, she'll bear a big responsibility. She'll be the master, you know? The master! I guess there are master mediums too. Is that like the equivalent to like the king of prosecutors or something? Hey, you! Oh, wait.
Hey, you! Hold on now. This scout's got a few questions to ask.
I'm sure I've heard that southern accent. Oh! I should not have given it that voice!
Oh, well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright.
How you been? Haven't seen you in what, a year? You are, lot of heart, a lot of hair. You are, a lot of heart. You're a lot of heart, right? Bingo! I'm the one and only paranormal photographer! Lot of heart! Ah, so you guess you're still at it, being a photographer, I mean. Of course! And today, I'm gonna get myself a real scoop! You wait and see! Oh, that's right! This ain't no time to be wasting time! The channeling's about to get started! Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room! What are you waiting around for? Come on! A lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. You mean the one where she lied multiple times and claims to have convinced herself that she witnessed a murder she did not witness? But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. June 19th, Bay Manor, Meditation Room. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed to the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. I don't think a channeling's gonna fix your problems. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would love to hear them apologize about assuming you were a murderer. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key?
Yep, right here.
That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. That's a skeleton key.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it. Trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started.
Finally, let's go. Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Let's have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Ooh! Yes, please!
Hold it now, Granny.
Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it?
What? I'm from the heart of the heartland.
That's so. I humbly request that you return to this hearts of the heartland. That's not gonna win this woman any points on anyone's board. Look, what are you? This is Wright Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. If something did go wrong, what would happen? No! Please don't tell me Maya's dead! Hey, now, what was that just now? Came from inside the channeling chamber. Another gunshot? Hey, that's a gunshot! Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I'd bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. As much as I want to break into the chamber, if we ask Morgan what to do, it might be too late, but... Miss Faye, what should we do? Yellow-bellied chicken liver! What are you waiting for? Kick it down already! But the key... That key is one of a kind in this world. There's only that one. Even I am powerless to open that door. Even I am powerless to open that door. There's really no other way. Alright. Stand aside! I'm going to break the door down! Wait, please, that's sort of recklessness. Yeah! Now that's what I call being a man! Ow, ow, ow! Dr. Gray! I was murdered. Maya! That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Wait, step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry, before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Lay this to the granny. June 19th, Wright Village. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using the phone booth. Called the police. So, funny thing, this, I don't know if this is true, but I I've been told that even without reception, a phone can still dial emergency services. I don't know if this is true, but it might be. And they're on their way.
That's good. Lottie, I say a genuine mysterious phenomenon.
She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on.
Hey, we'll be here soon, right? The police, I mean. I reckon you should be getting back to the crime scene now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, mister. That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she?
Oh, yeah. Wanda doesn't know that when Maya's whole physical appearance changes.
And again, was there only 2 of them in there? I reckon she must have done it to them.
Wada, what do you know about Dr. Gray?
Not much, but I did some digging. And that's one gent with a bad reputation.
Really?
I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, when his personality stinks like wet sheep.
Sort of got the same impression myself.
He's real controlling. As soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him.
June 19, Fay Manor Meditation. Oh, Mr. Wright.
Miss Fay, how's Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. Humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery.
So just have to wait.
The police are here! Sorry to keep you waiting! You again!
What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe?
It's actually kind of funny. I was in the air for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight already.
Why is he grinning at me?
Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective?
Jim Shoe?
My name isn't Jim Shoe.
2 of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. June 19th, Fay Manor channeling chamber. The police are busily running here and there. I don't see Maya anywhere.
Hey, you! Don't touch anything!
Look, I really need to ask you some questions.
Don't look at me like I'm sort of like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright?
About Maya.
I hate to break this to you, pal, but
The way things look now,
that girl's the one who could have done it. The only one who could have done it.
yeah, Maya and the victim are inside this room, after all. But Maya is...
You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do. That's collecting evidence.
Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with the gun, huh?
He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife.
Knife?
Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. I'm really really busy right now. I can take a look at it later, pal. Alright, pal?
Didn't even take a glance at it. Damn. June 19th, Fame Manor, side room. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? Oh. I'm like, so, isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh, no, actually, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there's been a murder! So, like, murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person! Oh, that's, not the words I'm looking for. It's like totally a bummer. Yeah. All that effort, that's all she had to say? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Innie Minnie. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. I think people, like, usually call it, occult studies or something. Like, supernatural phenomena, ESP, and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. What brings you here today? So, I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know any good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Because, like, talking to dead people, like, multiple personalities are my thing.
What? Talking to dead people and dissociative identity disorder is your thing? Okay.
I see. Then why were you taking a nap here?
Like, I wasn't feeling good.
Huh.
I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, once I put some in the food they serve for lunch.
If you were allergic, you wouldn't needed a nap. You would have needed to go to the hospital. Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
I, like, felt sick. Came in here to, like, sleep. Totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time.
You're sleeping here the entire time?
Yeah, ever since lunch.
You don't know anything about the murder that took place.
Like, what? Oh, that. I, like, totally know nothing. Who's, like, you know, killed?
The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right?
I don't know any Dr. Gray. I don't know any Dr. Gray!
Oh, really? What was all that talk about him earlier?
Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient? Yeah.
Sounds like she's trying to hide something.
I'm, like, really bad at remembering people's names.
Oh?
But I, like, remember seeing that face somewhere before. Like, I think...
Well, thanks for trying. I didn't think it was possible for someone to be this much of an airhead. She's probably in her 30s or 40s. Maybe even 50s. Maybe 60s. Maybe even 80s. Nah, she's probably in her 30s or 40s.
Oh, hey, that's, like, Maya Fey, right? She's, like totally way famous. Like, well, for people like us, like, you know,
Way famous? Maya?
I mean, like, she's like the daughter of the master, right?
Well, at least you remember some things. June 19th, Fame Manor, winding way. There's no one here, as usual.
Oh, hey. Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right?
Silent as ever. What's this she got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before.
What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough?
June 19th, Kurian Village. She's probably scared out of her wits having a murder take place right next to her. Right by her. Lada?
God, don't tell me!
Ah! God, don't let it be me next!
Eek!
Don't scare me like that!
What do you mean? You're the one scaring me!
If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine! Did you see or notice anything that stuck out to you?
Well, maybe one thing.
What is it?
Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing.
Huh? What?
Curses and ghosts and stuff's coming back to get ya. This is just too much, I say.
What is too much?
You're an occult photographer. I had some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now.
Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. What's up?
Oh yeah!
What is it?
I took some hot pictures earlier.
Huh?
Remember? I took some pics at the murder scene inside.
She did! 2 even!
A seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story.
Lada!
Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut 'em wrong, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century.
I don't know who's scarier, Lada or the spirits. I feel like we've been through this before.
Because we have?
And I still don't. June 19th, Fame Manor, meditation room.
Oh, dear madam. You have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz?
Alright, everyone, listen up. Alright, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. Going to give you all a brief update. Right now, looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late.
Okay, hang on. Hang on 1 second. I understand you need a full investigation before you can take someone into court. However, there is enough evidence to arrest Maya and bring Maya to court. And as much as I hate to admit it, especially because I know for a fact Maya was probably possessed by a spirit because she's been possessed by Mia. As much as I hate to admit it, she probably was possessed. But I think she is legally would be considered guilty. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fame Manor tonight.
What a mess. Can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. June 20th, 8:02 a.m. Fame Manor, meditation room. Morning.
I guess I must have done off at some point.
I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry up and get to the detention center ASAP. June 20th, 10:34 a.m. Detention center, visitors room.
Nick!
Maya.
What am I going to do? Never imagined it would turn out like this.
Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. I think the first time I met her, it all started right here, in this very detention center, because she was being accused of murdering her sister.
I finally get to see you again, and
It's not your fault. You didn't do it.
no, I did kill that person.
It's not your fault. But that wasn't you.
It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so
I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but
you don't have to be nice to me. I understand.
so, what do you think about this person? I guess I can't expect you to know anything about this person. So you're the master or something of the Kurain School of Channeling?
Actually, my mother is for now. Since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't
real, that it's all just an act.
You believe in us, don't you?
Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber?
We went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him.
Okay.
We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling.
This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. It probably is a scary story.
And that's the last thing I remember.
What?
After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness.
And you don't remember a single thing?
When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms, and there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream.
A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling?
I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. Couldn't move. It was unbearable, really suffocating. It was something like that.
I see.
I have no idea what to say to that.
It was a really familiar smell, too.
Under the ground?
Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelt that same scent before.
I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay?
Huh? It? What is it?
Document request me to be your attorney, of course.
But
What's wrong?
are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer.
No one's decided that yet.
But I did it. I killed that person with these 2 hands.
That's enough, Maya.
It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose. I'm sure.
Stop it!
Help me. Help me. I'm scared.
Don't worry. I will. When is the trial?
Sounds like tomorrow.
As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now.
Wait. Miss Jewel. This is called a Magatama.
Magatama.
It's a magical charm, and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Pearly, she definitely has more than me.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Who I think the next master should be? I mean, she's got more spiritual power than me. She always works really hard at her training.
Talk about bringing the mood down even further. June 20th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Phew, looks like I've been gone forever, but it's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right. There's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought that day. Ah, here it is, right on the top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Newspaper clipping 1 added to the court record. Ah. Kurain Village. June 20th, Kurain Village. I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? Meditation room. June 20th, Fame Manor, meditation room. The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager, but it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the fact that someone died right next to this room, and it's very hard to meditate when spirits are angry. June 20th, Fame Manor, channeling chamber. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or 2. Oh, Jesus! Oh, Mr. Wright! Good morning. I'm on my way to go meet Mystic Maya. Okay. I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. I don't think they will allow that in the detention center. Namely, tea, so bitter you lose your tongue in jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Now that would be awesome. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. Ugh, she's one scary lady. Oh, dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Her wept constantly for you last night, as I did. I know, it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too, while I have the chance. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me, so I killed him. Maya! Step away from there! Please leave this area to me! Go quickly and inform the police! I have to be perfectly honest, as much as Morgan's attitude is something to be desired, she is really quick to act and apparently really responsible. What happened here in this room after I left?
Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head.
Well, maybe you're not as responsible as I thought. Make her go unconscious, correct?
That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique.
Spirit severing technique?
The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world.
None of this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly?
A channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday.
What do you mean?
Sometimes, when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, the spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday.
Revolt? But how?
When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir.
But isn't that extremely dangerous?
An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit.
But Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling.
And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. That would be a folding screen there. It is the Kurain sacred writings. Along with the Kurain secret urn, they are the village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... Oh, the humanity.
Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how is Pearl today?
Mr. Wright! Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. And compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master.
That's very impressive!
Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Spiritual strength is so great that it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy, and is the pride of the Branch family.
Wow, she's really fired up now.
In any case, our world is so different from yours, perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir.
Quit? Quit what?
Oh my!
What is it?
That is Mystic Maya's Magatama. Why do you have this in your possession? I'm sorry. Return it to Mystic Maya at once! Yes, madam.
Why did it feel like I was being scolded by my own mother just now?
I will be leaving shortly to meet with Mystic Maya. I simply do not have the time to look at such trivial matters.
It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it. But I can't read it. It's a hole. Could this have been made by a bullet? Folding screen added to the court record.
Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave.
Alright. Please tell Maya I said hi.
What is that? Mystic Maya? I will tell her.
I guess it's an altar, whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface, and some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. I guess they were used during the channeling. This is where
where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels on this one. Straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. Meditation room, okay. The lock on it is broken, because, well, I broke it. Doesn't seem possible, but I managed to break it pretty badly. When we want to do something bad enough, people can do the most amazing things. Let's quickly save. June 20th, Fame Manor, Winding Way. Oh, Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? At school? June 20th, Fame Manor, side room.
Oh, hey! Like, you're the guy from yesterday. The, dentist guy?
No, I'm a lawyer.
That's right, Mr. Smith, Esquire?
That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright.
Smith, right? Well,
Got at least 3 letters, at least. I don't think she gets the point.
anyway, why are you here?
Anyway, why are you here?
Well, like, I studied this thing called parapsychology at this college, and
You told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today.
oh. Like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's like, really.
That's it. Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again?
If Lada ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. What's with this chest? Now where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. It looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes at the bottom. You left the blanket a mess. Are you going to fold it?
Like, got a really good nap, and, like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so, like, it's all set for tonight.
So, why are you still here today?
Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here.
Like, what?
Like, the medium's training, or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power.
Suppose? This village is the real thing, after all.
Or, like, as if I could stay here for, like, a little longer.
She sure seems to like the carefree type, at least, on the surface. What happened? Have you heard about the murder?
It's, like, totally scary.
She says, with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help?
Somehow, no.
Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray.
I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too.
That's right. The reaction yesterday when I asked was... I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Talk about him earlier.
Huh? Oh, like, a long time ago. Was, like, a patient, yeah.
Okay, she is definitely hiding something from me.
Like, so something wrong? Like, I'm really sorry, but... And I know, like, you totally had your heart set on it, but I can't, like, take it. Very much. What do you know about this person? I'm like, sorry, but it's totally, like, time for my nap. Actually, she's even got me yawning. And, like, I totally don't care about that person anyway.
June 20th, Fame Manor, Whiting Way. Oh, hey, it's Pearl. Ah, you surprised me. How are you today? Guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh, she's still holding something in her hand. Looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Oh, yeah, Maya said to give this to you. Ah, I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. Wait.
That's Mystic Maya's!
Huh? She actually spoke.
Who are you?
I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya.
You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right?
Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from.
I know who you are. You are Mystic Maya's special someone.
Can I ask someone where this whole idea came from? Where younger sibling in, like, I don't know where, but for some reason in anything that's like anime, manga, whatever, where does the idea of, like, the younger siblings picking on their older siblings for possibly having crushes come from? Furthermore, why is she making that? Never mind, I'm not gonna bother asking that one, but still, that's... I don't understand what the point of this was. Anyway. What?
So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right?
Well, yeah, I will.
Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. It's looking shining bright, looking in your eyes. Must be true love.
Okay. I think in the previous game, Mr. Wright, or Phoenix Wright was, here. In the first game, he's 21. In the first game, he is 24 years old. In the first game. In the first game, she is 17 years old. Now, by this game, it's going to be 18 and 25. I want people to realize the age gap here is 7 years. And neither of them are in their 30s yet. I don't understand what this is, but I'm just gonna continue the story. What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this kid?
I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. What a wonderful relationship.
Wait, I mean, things aren't like that.
I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. You may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can.
Pearl, are you friends with Maya?
I I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great! I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered.
Usually, when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad.
Oh, sorry.
If it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Where in the world did she get an idea like this? You know, now that I think about it, despite the fact that it's a 7-year age gap, it's entirely possible Maya could develop a crush on Phoenix. And talk about Phoenix in a way, that way.
By the way, this might be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
Yes, for example, I study the Kurain technique.
Ah, I get it. No, I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer?
Yep.
Is that related to spirit mediums in any way?
None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, I have no idea.
Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. So what's that you've got there, Pearl?
Oh, this! I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you.
Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me.
You look like a child at a toy store, Nick.
She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too? Black key added to the court record!
Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama?
Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy?
Just take this. I'm sure it will be helpful.
What do you mean?
We'll let you see people's secrets.
See people's secrets?
Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone holding a secret, hiding a secret.
Thank you! Because there is someone hiding a secret from me! Hello again. We seem to be seeing each other a lot. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today.
Aw. She's like
she's like totally cute! Is she like your daughter? What? No! How old do you think I am? I'm like 25! 5 years older than the person who's playing me. Actually, 4 years in a few days. How old do you think I am? I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray.
I totally don't know him.
Ah! What is this?
You can see it. You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on the person's heart.
Huh. What?
It's the power of the Magatama. You can see these psych locks, Mr. Nick.
Psych locks, huh?
The more someone wants to hide your secret, the more locks you see. If it's only one, then you can easily unlock it.
Unlock? But how?
Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. Let's remove the lock.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But Guess I'll give it a try.
You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. You make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop.
Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this psych lock thing a try. Something tells me I'm about to die. So
The victim.
Minnie, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is.
Told you,
I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you are, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof?
Well, it may be possible that you've never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you have at least indirectly known of him.
Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly?
Try to show him. Just something about... Here is your proof!
Like, what is that?
Ouch, I guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Pearls did warn me. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you, she said. We don't have enough evidence, it should probably stop. Just take another look at the court record. Get through one more time. While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him.
Like, what do you mean, indirectly?
Here is your proof. Here's your proof. I'm gonna get... Sure, wait, how do I quit? June 20th, Fame Manor Meditation Room.
Hey, it's you, pal. So you're going to be her lawyer, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once. I wish I could be on your side.
Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah. I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest.
Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids.
Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real genuine...
Gumshoe! You idiot! Detective Gumshoe! Why? What are you doing showing her something that dangerous?
Oh, sorry.
What about Maya and the charges against her?
I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces.
You've got proof?
Yeah, pal. That puppy-haired photographer's going to testify tomorrow.
You must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta, I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh?
Remember, I took some pictures at the murder scene inside.
Lada's hot pictures? I wonder how her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say to girls now? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I had cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets and... Boy, those big. He's got some pretty big pockets, if you know what I mean. Looked really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? Copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy. Here. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day and... Hey! It's the news story! The one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident and the nurse died? The nurse died in? Oh, here you go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal. This is for you. Alright, thanks. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I've got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. What you want to hear first? I don't really care. Doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal, well, prosecutor of the trial is Prosecutor Vaughn. Didn't we get him arrested? Hell, wait a second. Not only should we have gotten him arrested like a year ago, should he have lost his prosecution license because we proved he committed a murder and forged evidence? What? Von Karma? That's what I'm thinking. Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. Horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec, but didn't Von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? So, who's the successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal. It's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. This kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a second! 13? That kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. Oh god, how am I gonna copy a German accent? That country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Ugh, still. All it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it! Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix! None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone. Let's try this again with the clipping. The victim. do know. Okay. Take that! Take a look at this newspaper clipping.
Like, what is it? A story about an accident?
Please read the victim's name.
Mimi Minnie.
Oh, it's her sister. Minnie is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Minnie wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she?
So, you noticed, she was my older sister.
I'm sorry about your loss. Sister, is she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic? I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Oh hey, you get health back. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray.
My sister's name was Mimi Gray. Mimi Minnie. Not Mimi Gray. She wasn't at all dating him and definitely wasn't going to marry him. I definitely didn't look to him as a father at all. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
That's what I thought.
I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like, a total slave driver. My sister's, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked.
Wiped out? Is that why she fell asleep at the wheel?
I, like, drove my sister hard, so, like, that's why the accident happened.
One of the 14 patients died from malpractice.
Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sister's pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, duties and stuff. That pushed her to death. Pushed her to her death.
I'm sorry.
So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a cyclops works.
Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to.
Look, this time it's pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful. And know when to stop trying.
June 20th, Kurain Village.
Mr. Nick?
What's wrong?
I've never left Kurain Village.
Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing.
You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi.
Hey, wait! She ran off again. Well, I know any secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. June 20th, Detention Center, Visitor Center. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? What's be with Maya? It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? Huh? That voice. Mia!
Without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own.
Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into an early retirement, so to speak. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a little bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client.
lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. And especially when it's bad. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't even been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But, so, tell me about it. I'm going to guess that my sister's in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. That's it. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is. I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't. From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does that mean? I think it's a safe bet that Maya was set up. Set up? It's up to you to blow the lid off this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? As it sounds, Phoenix, you already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright. The key, I hold. Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does that mean? I'm certain this key will be a piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know that the key to this case, what the key to this case is. That is enough. But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. This day was going to end the turn for the surprising. Mia, what? What's wrong? That's right. Only I can see the Cyclops. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. This something that she would hide under lock and key even from me. What in the world is going on? Oh, the real murderer was the psychic. Just doing a quick check. Yep. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go until the end of the first thing, or until my alarm goes off. One of the two. June 21st, 9:48 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. What? What? Prosecutor Von Karma, you mean? No, I heard it's the successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a real devilishly sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. Now he's successful. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. It's no good. Mystic Maya!
Mystic Maya!
Pearly?
Pearly?
You showed up.
Oh, thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you.
Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together?
Mother's watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks.
Huh? Then you came all by yourself?
Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map.
Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
Of course not. I ran.
I can't, oh my. It takes 2 hours by train. Oh man.
Pearly! What about the train?
Huh? What's a train? I give up.
It's time, isn't it?
I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth?
Who is that?
He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend.
Objection!
I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday.
Objection!
Every trial was scorchingly fierce battle until the very end.
Objection! Objection!
It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back.
What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean?
Court will now commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom.
Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick!
June 21st, 2 p.m. District Courthouse, number 2. Actually, it's 10 a.m. according there, but it says 2 p.m. on my clock, so we're going with that. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The prosecution and defense prepared.
Oh! This must be them. What's with this kid?
Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Huh? Ah, yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska... Wait, let's give her a German... I am Franziska von Karma. That is not German. Whatever. I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma? Something of a personal nature. I'm sure you can... Oh! I'm talking! That is assault! You are under arrest! If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Ow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Again, that is assault! She committed 2 crimes in this courtroom right then and there. The prosecution is over, the trial is done, the defendant is not guilty because the prosecution committed a crime.
well, maybe they would put in another prosecutor. But still, she committed a crime in the middle of a courtroom. And she's still the prosecutor. Either this world that is being played in has no sense of law, or their laws are so lax you can do whatever you want and you only get tried if you commit a murder.
Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of Von Karma blood only have one fate. That is, perfection. The defendant, my Faye, will find no escape from her guilt.
On my watch. Very well. What is defense position? Your Honor. Does the defense wish to make a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish. Fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before changing its plea. That's right. I'll have you brought in for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense for themselves. You could easily make a solid case that it was for self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because the plea justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. That's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Then I shall now call the first witness. I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Witness, your name and occupation.
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah!
Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows, and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room.
What were they doing? What were they doing in there?
They were channeling a spirit, sir.
Channeling a spirit? That's quite a look of disbelief there, Your Honor.
Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke down the door and rushed into the room.
That's just when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. Floor plans added to the court record. So, how was the victim killed?
I was about to get to that.
Stop wasting my time, then.
Cause of death.
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
Wait a second. So the victim was stabbed before being shot?
This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir.
the murder weapon detective comes in. Whose pistol was it?
It was the victim's.
The victim? No. Why would he have...
Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you are not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints.
Along with the victims, defendant, Maya Face were also on the grip, sir.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I looked right into her hands there.
The shot was fired from point-blank range.
Point blank, huh? So how far away is that?
It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away.
How do you know he was shot at point blank?
Tisk, Mr. Phoenix, right? I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
I have to admit, okay? I don't think that she's like her father in the sense that she is cheating in this trial. I think she's gonna be more like this game's Edgeworth. Gunpowder burn?
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire. And that gets real hot, pal.
And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess.
Before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest.
Stabbed? What was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife.
I see. Whose knife was it?
It looked like it belonged to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints are all over it.
All over it, huh? Does not look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix, right?
The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death.
How severe was the wound?
If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill.
The murderer used a pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yep, sure as can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What a pain.
That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered.
I brought the
two murder weapons with me today.
Very well.
The court accepts them into evidence.
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
2 murder weapons, both with defendant's fingerprints on them, huh?
This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
This is
going from bad to worse. As if the summary just wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, you still wish to plead not guilty. It's an opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You won't change your plea unless... You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright?
Well, I'm not changing my plea.
Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be a time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I'd better think this through all the way.
Wait a second!
If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After all, after the trial, Maya's life would be ruined. She'd be labeled as a murderer.
Can't let that happen.
Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea.
We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix, right, detective?
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir.
Now see here, proceedings are run by...
Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective. Give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Her accent's becoming more southern. With a...
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed the person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
So, this is the costume. There's certainly evidence of a backspray of blood on this.
Backspray of
Blood on this.
This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints are on both murder weapons and blood. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse?
Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to soak off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix, right? Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Incriminating evidence. The last time I tried, or one time when I tried pressing the very first... Maya's costume?
Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her.
Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else?
As you can see, it's covered in blood.
There's blood on the costume.
Lab results showed it was the victim's blood.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Well.
Objection!
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time, let's move on.
Ah, yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Even the judge is on her side. If I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. The bullet hole on her arm! Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to prove it. There is one little thing. Your Honor. Actually, there's something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where's the problem you are talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem with this piece of evidence is here.
Take that!
I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. But tisk. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that this must be a bullet hole. Order! 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 This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Maya's costume updated in the court record. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Furthermore, the splatter, the way that the splatter is, it doesn't look like something that would come from a knife. It would look like something from the exit hole of a gunshot. Or the entrance hole. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding?
Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke, nothing more.
Objection!
How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definite problem with the evidence, then no way. Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Hold it!
He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't? We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of a struggle, pal. Did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around his murder changed drastically. We're in real trouble now. We had something to prove that the victim did fight back. Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. I'll find a crucial contradiction somehow, and I'll have her. Objection! Your Honor, okay. It does? I don't see a contradiction. Objection denied. Try to think before you... Whoops, that didn't go well.
There we go.
Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, was the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right!
It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
Right. The wind seems to be shifting. What is wrong with that? Are you finished yet, Laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix, right? Miss Von Karma?
Miss Von Karma!
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But, I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Now that you... Why, that's right.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No! Though, yeah, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Huh? How so?
Yeah. Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Huh? You mean by myself?
You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah!
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening and took the victim's gun and ended. The scenario you have put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. But please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. What transpired?
Hold it! There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in the body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix, right? Maya Fey was in the middle of a channeling, was she not? When channeling, with the Kurain channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. Oh, you just signed away your entire case because, while channeling, she's not conscious either. Wait, she even studied up on the Kurain channeling technique? Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about. Didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir.
Hold it!
So he was stabbed, but the stab didn't kill him.
If you think about the blood loss, he's probably hurt pretty bad.
How badly hurt would you say he was?
Actually, I went to give blood hit the other day. And afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess that damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ah! Sorry. Well, as we were fighting, the victim took out his gun.
Hold it!
Where in the world did that pistol come from?
It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day.
But a handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something?
The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed.
Hold it!
So, you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. Two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt.
The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun and ended it.
Hold it!
Maya has never fired a gun before in her life.
The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire just by pulling the trigger.
Even me, I wonder. Now, do you understand? Avon Karma's logic is perfect. Yeah, except don't forget, your father was arrested because his logic wasn't perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it.
During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest.
Hold it!
That's not what I want to do. I'm not fully sure, but... What's a contradiction? A knife, a pistol, a knife, a pistol, a knife, a pistol, a knife... Pistol, a knife, a pistol...
Objection!
Nope, that's not it. A shot.
Objection!
Nope, that's not it either. Stab.
Objection!
Sorry, I don't like doing that, but I need to figure out what it is.
Objection!
Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Objection!
There we go. Missing the tiny hole on this costume with the prosecution's undoing.
What do you mean?
This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet. Oh, but there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That is a very good point. Then, what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
Objection!
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think that you can punch a hole in my logic with that? This wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How is that?
Objection!
As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well then, that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Something... There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Fatal? Flaw?
Ow!
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag on her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the
final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. It must be.
Take that!
This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen. I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen.
Ah!
It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Who? Where? What?
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullets went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, Maya, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
Order! Order! This changes everything!
Please look at this diagram at the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. The bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area.
Take that!
Somewhere around here. Uh-oh. I just realized I forgot.
Take that! Somewhere around here.
What?
Take that!
Okay.
Where was Maya?
Oh, probably in the center.
Take that!
Somewhere around here.
What do you mean? I'm trying my best, but I can't figure out where the heck it was.
Something doesn't make sense. Let's try this again.
Take that!
The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. The bullet hits his folding screen. This time, the defendant was in this.
Take that!
She was standing here, near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know that the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
That's impossible.
But why?
You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she was shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However,
There's nothing of this sort on the bullet hole. from the bullet hole on this costume.
Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You...
I believe it has been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at.
Do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
It changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen. Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Alright, the rest of the trial should be in the blast radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
All the things to inherit. Why'd it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it all my fault? You're the prosecutor. You're the one supposed to take everything I give you and make some sort of sense with it to make a prosecution case, isn't it? It's entirely your fault.
You can start repairing your standing by first removing that three-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later.
Punishment?
Well then, Donna, I think I've had all I can take of this
defective face.
I think it's time to call in the next witness.
Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will now take a 5-minute recess. Actually, this is gonna be a bit longer than 5 minutes. Because I'm gonna have to end the stream here, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I had a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun playing this Phoenix Wright series. So, I really want to see where this case goes. However, I think I have a theory. I think, if we go to the profiles, I don't know if my mouse is visible on the screen. Yeah, it's visible on the screen. I think this person here, Innie, she's researching parapsychology. She was taking a nap at the time of the murder. I think she psychically took over Maya Fey's body and used Maya Fey's body to murder Dr. Turner Gray. That's just what I think. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next stream.